Hey guys, it's Chicken Jockey 21 here, and today we are going to be making a new base. It's about time. I'm still living in the original tower of the realm, so I'm going to be making an entirely new base in an entirely new area. It's going to be a Nether themed base in honor of the Nether update. I'm going to be building a giant mega base soon, but right now I'm just going to be building a little netherrack house. And there's Nabat 99. Hey. So the first step to moving is going to be clearing out this area. Nabat 99 is going to be helping me clear out a gigantic area that I'm going to convert into, wait for it, a crimson forest. But first, before I do all of that, I am going to have to build my original house. So after we're done clearing out this area, I'll just be building a little netherrack hut. Well, not really a hut. It's going to be a little homely place made out of netherrack. Or maybe should I do nether brick? I will probably actually do nether brick because nether brick does look better than netherrack. It's more of a builder's block. Netherrack is just like cobblestone, Okay, I don't know why, but Nobot99 is building he's finished. Nobot99 built a giant yeet sign in the middle of the area we just cleared out, along with this little safe and secure hut. I can just place some blocks right here and I'll be completely safe from monsters. Oh, you got rid of the redstone dust. Well, I don't know. I'm kind of confused about the redstone dust part, and actually I'm confused about the yeet part too. But I'm just gonna be removing this. I kind of need to build a little starter house. And this is kind of in the way, so I'm just gonna be removing it. Alright, now that we have the area cleared out, I think it is about time to make our base. Fortunately, I have been grinding netherrack for quite some time in preparation for the mega base, so we could use a little bit of that to make some nether brick and build our little starter house that we're going to use to live over here in our new base area. It turns out I picked a really good area to build my base, because as you can see here, there's a big forest as well as tons of space. And there's a pillager outpost right over here. As you see, my base area is over there. And look, there's a pillager outpost right over here. I could build a raid farm over here, and then I just have to hop into another portal, walk a few blocks, pop out of this nether portal, and I'd be right by my raid farm. It will be great. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I have 3D clouds. How? Wait, are Minecraft clouds 3D? Minecraft clouds are 3D. How did I forget that? I forgot that the clouds of Minecraft were 3D, and I thought that I had like a shader or texture pack or something that was making them 3D. Well guys, I have the necessary netherrack to build our nether brick house. But the problem is, I just realized I have absolutely no way to smelt up all this netherrack into nether brick. I have built no super smelters yet, so I guess that's going to be our first project in our new base. We are going to be building a decent sized super smelter to smelt up all this netherrack. Well, I have built my first super smelter on this realm. It's only 10 furnaces, nothing too fancy, but it should smelt all of our netherrack into nether brick in probably about an hour. I'm not sure exactly how reliable this thing is, but it shouldn't take much more than an hour to smelt all of the nether brick. As you can see here, I have gathered up a ton of wood for the fuel to our super smelter. The reason for this is that wooden slabs, are actually a highly efficient fuel in Minecraft. They're really easy to get because 1 log equals 8 slabs, and 1 slab will smelt 1.5 items. which means that one stack of oak logs should smelt, I don't know, maybe 12? I think it should smelt 12 stacks of items. I'm not sure, but if I did the math right, all of these logs should smelt up these 2 shulkers of netherrack into nether brick. So now I am going to have to test this super smelter. I don't actually know if it works yet. I assume it works, but I'm just going to have to test it out now. I have made a slight modification from the original design in adding this little hopper because it turns out this minecart chest can't hold, no, this minecart chest can't hold all the netherrack of 2 shulker boxes. So I'm going to have to create a hopper system so I can store the extra items and then they will automatically pop into the minecart with chest when it has room for it. Alright, now all I have to do is craft up all of, oh, whoa, zombie, dude, that is rude. As I was saying, now I just have to craft up all of these logs into oak slabs or birch slabs, just wooden slabs in general. I'm going to have to craft them all up into slabs, and then I'm going to have to stick them in this chest. Well, actually there might not be enough room, but that's okay. I can just add some more chests on top, you know. But I'm going to have to stick them in the system, and then I'll be able to flick this lever to test out if this super smelter works. Alright guys, I have finished crafting up all of those logs into slabs, and I have hooked up our, why won't that open? Well, anyway, I have hooked up our shulker boxes, which are full of netherrack, into the machine. So, once I flick this lever, it should start going and smelting all of this netherrack into nether bricks. But first, I'm going to wait for all of our chest minecarts to get loaded up with the slabs and netherrack so that I will have maximum results and I won't have to wait forever for it to just reload itself, you know. So I'm just going to wait before I turn this thing on. Oh, this is full. Let me check the other one. Okay, I think this should be about enough to smelt this. So I think we're ready to flick this lever and watch this netherrack smelt. Yes! It's getting smelted, it's getting smelted, yep. Everything has about the same amount of netherrack in it. It may, no, it's not really uneven at all, actually. Wow, this is a really good super smelter. It distributes everything really evenly. I think I'm gonna put a link in the description below to show you Skippy6 Gaming's tutorial on how to build this super smelter, because this is actually a really good super smelter. It is kind of expensive with all these hoppers, but it distributes everything really evenly, which makes it a lot faster. I really like it. Well, it looks like we have smelted every single one of those netherrack pieces into nether bricks. So now, all I need to do is craft all these nether bricks into nether brick blocks, and then we can put up the foundation for our first house in our new base area. Alright, now I am starting to lay down the foundation for our starter home. I've crafted up all the nether bricks into nether brick blocks. So now I'm going to be building up the foundation for our nether brick starter house. It's not going to be anything massive. It's just going to be a little starter house. I'm going to build it out of nether brick. I'm kind of just going to go for a standard Minecraft house look. I'm not going to go for anything really nether themed. I just like to use nether blocks because this entire city is going to be somewhat nether themed. So it would be a good idea to use some nether blocks like nether bricks. I also might add some soul lanterns to this when the nether update actually hits. So yeah, that will be interesting. I'll have soul lanterns on nether brick. I'm also probably going to add some sandstone just to give the build a little bit more color, because sandstone is really bright, it's really light, which I think will probably add a good contrast against the nether brick, which is really dark and dull. The roof is probably going to be made out of spruce. It's the thing that I think looks best with the nether brick. Okay guys, we are finished with the foundation of— oh no, phantom, get away from me, creepy bird thing. Well, anyway, now we are finished with the foundation of our nether brick house. I like the look of this. I just like the shape. I think it looks pretty complex, not boring. So I think I'm gonna stick with the shape. I am probably gonna need more nether brick blocks than just this, but I like the shape of this, so I'll just have to grind a little bit more netherrack. Well, I have finished with the main structure of the nether brick house. Oh, there's Nabat. Hey, Nabat. Well, anyways, I have finished the main structure, and now the next step will be getting some birch. Just to— I mean, no, that's not right. I'm not adding birch. I would never add birch to ruin a beautiful build like this. So what I've got to do is I've got to get some sandstone, not birch, but sandstone, so that I can just add it into this build to give it a little more color. And then after that, I'm going to need some spruce. And then once I can get enough spruce, I'll be able to make the roof. And then I just got to get a little bit of jungle wood for the door in the front. And then after that, all I have to do is just figure out the decoration. After I'm finished with all the main aspects of the build. Well, we have gotten all of the sandstone mixed in with our house, and I'd say it's a pretty cool contrast. It might be a little strong, but I like it that way. I just like how sandstone looks on nether brick. Now we are going to do something that I've been waiting to do for a while. Adding our jungle door. Yes, I really like how the jungle door looks on netherrack. I don't know what it is, but I just really like a jungle door on netherrack. Alright, for the pillars, for the framework of this build, I think I'm going to do chiseled stone bricks. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out, but I just like the grayish color combined with the nether brick. I'm learning a lot of what I think goes well with nether brick and what does not. And I think these two blocks are something that go well with nether brick. They might not go too well with each other, but this is going to be a pretty experimental build. It might be a little bit weird, but I'm just experimenting with this build. I just want to try out new things. So if this build turns out good, great. If it turns out bad, I don't really care. I had fun building it, and I will learn something about netherrack so that I can use it in future builds without fail. And I crafted up almost a stack of chiseled stone bricks, but I might actually run out. I did not think I would need this many chiseled stone bricks. Well guys, I have all of these chiseled stone pillars built up, and they actually don't look too shabby with the nether brick and the sandstone. I like how this looks so far. I can't wait to see what it looks like. Oh wait, I gotta add this jungle door on to get the full effect of the different blocks together. Alright. I just like how these blocks look together, like with the sandstone, with the nether brick, with the jungle door, with the chiseled sandstone, and I cannot wait to see what it looks like once I add this spruce roof. Well, now it is time to slap the roof onto this house. I'm going to be going for a spruce stair house with dark oak accents, so I think that will add enough color to it, but it should still work with the rest of the build. I don't really have a proper entrance yet, but we'll work on that later. First, I'd rather just put the roof in place to see. First, I'd rather just put the roof in place to see what I want to do with the build. Well, I have finished with the first part of the roof. It is really unfinished right now. As you can see, there's no overhang right here whatsoever. But I think it's a pretty good start to this roof. I haven't really decided which way I'm going to build the other roofs. I don't know if I'm going to make this part a complete arch right here, or if I'm going to make it just one slant going into this wall. But what I do know is that I'm going to try to complete this whole roof today. And then tomorrow I'm going to start with the decoration for the house, like windows and all that stuff. Well, I have built up this room as a balcony. I kind of had to tear down the room itself, but I kind of like the look of this little spot as a balcony. I'm not sure if it really looks good with the chiseled stone bricks. I'm kind of actually starting to regret picking chiseled stone bricks as part of the palette, but I already built part of the house with it, so I'm just gonna stick with this block and keep building with it. Overall, I think this looks pretty decent. I mean, I'm not one to judge what looks good or bad in building because I'm not really too good at building myself. But I think this is one of the better looking things that I have built. I like how the stairs kind of protrude outside of the pillars right here that seem to be holding the thing up. Because I did have these pillars on the edges of the balcony, which looked kind of weird, so I did end up adding these stairs to kind of make the balcony protrude outside of the pillars. Well, now that I avoided building up that part as a roof, I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to make this part a roof. I mean, it's kind of a weird L shape, so, well, actually it's a backwards L, it's not an actual L, it's backwards. But this is kind of a right angle shape, so I'm not sure how I'm going to build a single roof on this. It might end up being pretty interesting. So I'm just going to have to experiment with this a lot to figure out how in the world I'm going to be able to make this into a roof. Well, I have finally finished the second part of the roof. It is very unfinished, as you can see, but I tried to blend it in with the first part of the roof. Speaking of the first arch, I did do a little bit of underhang right here just to make it look a little bit better. Now all we have left to do is just as I was saying, now all we have left to do is just this little area right here. That's all we have to roof. After that, we can start adding the decorations onto our roofing, and then we can add windows and other decorations to the house. We will work on the interior of the house later, but right now I'm just focusing on getting the house built up and moving in. Alright, I am completely done with all of the basic roofing now. I got this part in, and now since we already had this arch in, and this balcony, we are completely done with the basic shape of the roofing. I do still have to touch things up because, well, the roofing does look kind of ugly right now. So once I'm done fixing that, we will be completely done with the roof, and I can start with more decoration on the house. Well guys, I am finally done building and decorating this roof. I am really glad to get it done because this thing took me so many hours. You have no idea how long this roof took me to build. It's probably just because I'm a slow builder, but this roof was pretty tough to build because roofs are pretty hard to build in themselves, but when you have a complex shape of a house like this, they can be a little bit of a project in themselves, at least for me. I also added some dark oak outlines to the spruce roof to give it more coloration. Now that I'm done with the whole roof, I can start with the decorating and getting the windows out. I'm just going to have to start with the exterior design. Once I'm done with the exterior, I am going to finally move into this house. Like I said before, we will do the interior in a later video, but right now I'm just working on designing the exterior and finally getting moved into my new base. So now let's start with adding in the windows. Well guys, I have finally finished my window design. I used stained glass as the actual windows. Well, actually it's stained glass panes, as you can see, and I added some spruce trapdoor shutters. I also added some slabs on the bottom and top of the window to kind of make an outside windowsill effect. Over here I also created a walk-off going to the underneath of the balcony, kind of like a little patio. Maybe I should add some different kind of block out here to convert it into a patio. I also added a netherwort garden over here just to fill up some of the empty space on this wall and make it look better. But I still have a lot to do. Most of the walls are completely bare on the outside, and I don't have any kind of windows up here in the attic. So I still have a lot of work to do on the exterior of this house before I move in. As you can see, I have made some progress off camera. I have added the decorations for this entire side of the house. There is still a little bit of unused space on the sides of this window. I don't really know what to do with it, so I'm just going to leave it like that for now. And I'm going to continue building the exterior of the base with the other outside walls. I still have to do this wall. I don't have to do that wall because that was the first one I did. But I still have to do this wall. I have to do... I'm not sure if I'm going to add any exterior. Yeah, I'm probably going to add some type of exterior right here. Maybe not windows, but it's going to be some type of decoration because right now this looks pretty flat. I also have to do this side of the house. And then I just have to do this little corner right here, and I will be completely done with the exterior. And I will be ready to finally move into the house. I am so excited. Yes, I am finally done with all the exterior decorations for this house. It is so close to being finished. Now all I have to do is add the front door. For the exterior decoration specifically, I added these netherwort potted plants up here right in front of the upper windows for the attic. All the sides are pretty similar, but I think that's okay for now. I also added these little netherwort gardens in the corners just to fill in the empty space and add some exterior decoration. Now that I'm done decorating all the sides, I only have one thing left to do. Fill in this spot with a little doorway coming out here, a little entrance to the house. Well, the house is finally, officially finished. Everything is completely done. I'm so glad to get this project done. It has took me way longer than it should just to build this starter house. It's taken me longer than it has for me to build a lot bigger structures. It's probably because of all the different resources I had to gather, because I didn't really count up how many resources I would need, so I was constantly having to gather resources for this build, which was really hard because of all the nether brick and multiple types of wood that I used. But in the end, it has been worth it. I really like the look of its house. Obviously, it's nowhere near perfect. The chiseled sandstone and the nether brick kind of look a little weird together, but I think it looks pretty decent, and I am pretty proud of this build overall. The interior is looking pretty shabby at the moment, but I will be getting into completely transforming the interior in the next episode, so I am super excited to get into that. But for now, I think it's time to just get settled into this house and move away from my original base into this new house. Well, now it's time to say goodbye to my old room in the tower. I have gathered up all my shulker boxes, and now I am officially moving to my new base. So this entire room is gone. I've been living in it since pretty much the beginning of this world. But we're gonna have to say goodbye because we are getting a better and bigger base. Alright, here I am at my new base, and I am ready to move in and place all of my shulkers. The question is, where should I place them? I don't really have any windows on this side of this room, and it looks like I have enough space, so I think this is a pretty good spot to place my shulkers. I'll just place them one by one. They have all of their labels inside of them with the item frame and the named item, but I think I'll put those labels on later because for now I just gotta stick the shulker boxes on there, and once I do that I will be officially moved in. Now the only thing I have to do is to just put all the item frames and labels onto their correct shulker boxes. So I don't know if you knew this, but if you name an item in an anvil and then place it on an item frame, then it will display a name above the item frame whenever you point at an item frame. So that's really good for organizing your storage systems, and it's just really useful overall. So I'm going to be using that feature to label all of these shulker boxes for what items they hold. Well, now I have successfully named all the shulker boxes in my item storage. This item storage is not permanent though, because I'm going to be redoing my entire interior next episode, and that is going to require me to get rid of these item frames so I can use my storage as decoration and make this place look better. Well, now that I have finished my house, I think it's about time to end this video. If you enjoyed this video, please do not forget to leave a like and subscribe for more Minecraft videos. Bye for now, and thank you for watching.